WNBA Finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. I'm a human too. I have a family. I have two kids who are devastated by these comments. And so all I'll say is just, it's obviously.
It is finally happening. The news that every Caitlin Clark fan has been desperately waiting for since the moment she stepped onto a professional court is officially breaking, and the fallout is going to change the WNBA forever. We are talking about the reported resignation of Commissioner Katas Engelbert, a move that insiders say is practically a done deal. And it is not a coincidence that this is happening at the exact same moment Caitlin Clark is signing a historic, game-changing update to her Nike contract. It looks like the war between the old guard and the new queen of basketball is finally over, and the winner is undeniable. But what triggered this seismic shift in power? Stay tuned, because this story gets even more explosive. But to understand why the commissioner is reportedly packing her bags and why Nike is backing up the Brinks truck for Caitlin, we have to look at the secret conversations, the leaked audio, and the absolute chaos that has been unfolding behind the scenes for the last 24 months. This isn't just about basketball anymore. This is about power, jealousy, and the biggest fumble in sports history. Let's get right into the fire, because what happened next will shock you. Reports are circulating from high-level sources within the sports business world that Kathy Engelbert is negotiating her exit strategy. This comes after a tumultuous year where the league's popularity skyrocketed, but the leadership seemed to be actively fighting against the very person responsible for that growth. The breaking point: a massive, undeniable power move by Nike that changed everything. While the WNBA was busy debating whether Caitlin Clark was great or just popular, Nike decided to end the debate entirely. They have just unveiled the next phase of her signature partnership, a deal that some insiders are valuing at nearly double the original $28 million figure we heard about back in 2024. This new deal, effectively a lifetime alignment with the brand, includes the massive From Anywhere global campaign and the official rollout of her signature shoe line, which is projected to outsell current NBA stars' merchandise by a 3-to-1 margin. Nike looked at the numbers, they looked at the fan base, and they realized that Caitlin Clark isn't just a WNBA player. She is a global economy unto herself. And this massive vote of confidence from the biggest sports brand on earth made the WNBA leadership look small, petty, and arguably incompetent. But why is this deal so controversial? But why now? Why is the commissioner reportedly stepping down right as the money is rolling in? The answer lies in a shocking report regarding a hot mic momentor, as some are calling it, the ungrateful leak. According to rumors swirling around the league offices, there was a closed-door meeting late this season discussing revenue sharing and player marketing. During this meeting, it is alleged that Commissioner Engelbert made a comment suggesting that Caitlin Clark and her camp should be grateful for the platform the WNBA provides, insinuating that without the league's infrastructure, Caitlin would just be a girl with a basketball. This comment, which reportedly leaked back to players and agents, was the match that lit the powder keg. But wait, it gets even worse. Imagine telling the woman who single-handedly brought private charter flights, sellout crowds, and millions of new eyeballs to your league that she should be thanking you. It was a level of disconnect that even the team owners couldn't ignore. The owners, who are finally seeing their franchise value skyrocket, realize that having a commissioner who seems resentful of the league's biggest asset is bad for business. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. And right now, Caitlin Clark is feeding everyone. So how did the situation spiral this far out of control? You have to look at the timeline to see how we got here. Go back to 2024. Caitlin enters the league, and instead of rolling out the red carpet, the league leadership allowed a narrative of hostility to fester. We saw the hard fouls, the cheap shots, and the constant media disrespect from legends of the game. Through all of that, where was the commissioner? Silence. When Caitlin was getting body-checked to the floor by Chennedy Carter, the league took days to upgrade the foul. When coaches were banning media members for asking valid questions, the leadership was nowhere to be found. This passive approach created a toxic environment where it felt like it was Caitlin Clark versus the world. Fans picked up on this immediately. The comment sections were flooded with people asking, "Why does the WNBA hate its own savior?" That sentiment didn't go away. It grew. And now, in late 2025, with the ratings holding steady only because of number 22, the Board of Governors seems to have decided that enough is enough. They need leadership that leans into the Clark effect, not leadership that tries to humble it. And then there's the Nike factor that exposed everything. You cannot overstate how embarrassing this new Nike deal is for the WNBA's old guard. The WNBA max salary is still a fraction of what Caitlyn makes in a single Instagram post. When Nike comes out and treats her like the female Michael Jordan, giving her a custom logo, a massive marketing budget, and essentially the keys to the kingdom, it highlights just how far behind the WNBA actually is. Nike is acknowledging reality. Caitlyn is a generational superstar. The WNBA, on the other hand, has spent 2 years trying to convince us that everyone is a star. That participation trophy mentality doesn't work in pro sports. Nike knows that stars drive sales. The NBA exploded because of Magic, Bird, and Jordan. But here's where the real tension emerges.